Okay, what is up, everybody? Hello and welcome. How's everybody doing today? I hope the answer is well. I am Darkside Phil, and welcome to today's gameplay stream. Today is Tuesday, January 17th, 2017. Oh, excuse me. Yes, there will still be snorting today, but hopefully, my voice will sound a little better. Now, I don't know how long it's going to sound better, all right? But here's the deal, everyone. I got positive news for you, finally. Uh-oh, people are saying there's an echo. No. There's no echo. Is there an echo for everyone or no? No? Okay, good. Because there is no echo for me here. I'm not seeing any echo effect. I'm waiting to see if anyone... No echo here. I don't hear an echo. Okay, good. Okay, good. Thank you. All right, so here's the positive news, everyone. Yesterday, after waking up and feeling absolutely terrible, I said there's got to be something that's going on that's making me not get better from this cold. And let's face it, other colds I've had in the past, right, have been an issue. And I've had a lot of issues with my illnesses over the past 2 months. And so, not last night, but the night before, it was actually Sunday night, I tested it, and I actually realized 3 times during the night I woke up and I was breathing through my mouth, and I was partially snoring, and my mouth was dried out really badly, causing me to have pain in my throat. And I think this is what was going on, is I was getting sick, which is fine, everyone gets sick, but then every night I would have my mouth open, and I would snore, and I would have a dried out mouth, and it would just irritate the living hell out of my throat and my sinuses and everything. Even though I actually had a humidifier running, it still, you know, had this really bad negative effect on my body. And that's why I wasn't healing quickly. So, in response to this, yesterday I ran to Amazon, and I said, what can I do? And I found that they were selling a bunch of these head straps, headgear, so to speak, that you can purchase. And it basically keeps your mouth closed while you're sleeping so that you don't snore. Now, some of these looked hilarious. And admittedly, there's a ton of them. And I got the one that was highest rated on Amazon because some of them were rated really low. Like, I'm talking 1 to 2 stars, and I'm like, I bet those are really discomforting, you know? Like, you're trying to sleep, and, you know, it probably hurts, or it doesn't let you sleep. So I ordered the one that was the highest rated, and it had over 200 positive customer ratings. I'm like, that's got to be good then. So I ordered it, and... it showed up yesterday, because I have Amazon Prime. It showed up in one day. It actually came out of the Seattle warehouse, which was awesome. And I took some pictures of it last night. In fact, you'll see a piece of fan art here in today's montage here, starting up for Dark Souls, that has that face from when I had the headgear on. It's pretty funny. So, I tried it out last night. And I'll be honest, I was pretty skeptical that it was going to work. Okay. I slept. I woke up this morning. Lo and behold, first of all, my mouth was not bone dry. By the way, the picture is coming up. It's up right now. That's the picture of me with the headgear on right there. So, I woke up. My mouth was not bone dry for a change, because usually it is when I wake up. It was not bone dry. My throat hurt, but it did not hurt nearly as much as it had for the past several days. Now, I can tell you right now, my throat is still swollen, it's still raspy, probably because it's been under so much stress over the past several days with me, especially with the night breathing through the mouth like that, okay? So, the good news is, the headgear worked, and it actually made my throat feel better. People are saying I sound better. I mean, yeah, I'm going to still sound a little bit strained today. I know that's going to happen. But I sound better today, right? And that's a good thing. I feel better. I feel a lot better. I mean, I'm still in pain, but a lot less pain than I've had. And what I'm hoping is every day now, if I use this headgear or whatever, I'm going to get better. So that's good. Because, quite honestly, I honestly didn't feel like going to the doctor just for the doctor to tell me that I'm sick and to probably give me like an antibiotic, because it costs $75 to walk into the doctor's office. It costs a minimum of $35 for the prescription. And if the doctor decided to run any tests, like let's say they swab my throat for strep throat, that probably would have costed me hundreds of dollars. So, hopefully I'm hoping to avoid all of that, now that I seem to have narrowed down the culprit as to what exactly was going on all along, okay? So, there you have it. We'll see what happens. If I continue to feel better every day, great. If, we go a day or two here and I'm not improving, then I will go to the doctor. But I think I figured it out after 2 freaking months here, right? I think I finally figured out what's going on. And, I asked Leanna as well. I said, did I snore less? And she said, well, no loud snoring at all. Every once in a while she could hear me do like a half snore, which was like, I guess, the inhaling or whatever, but no like loud, snorting or anything like that at all. And that's probably what was hurting my throat to begin with. So that's good. That's good news. And I hope that this keeps up, okay? All right. So now let's talk about, not my personal health, but let's actually talk now about what you can expect from me today, okay? Because it's good news. So, first off, Dark Souls, we're heading into the end game. And because it's only Tuesday, and I'm pretty much near the end of the game, I decided to get the DLC. So I did. As of yesterday, I purchased it. I, downloaded it and installed it. So it's ready to go. So here's what I'm thinking for the next several days, of Dark Souls to wrap up the playthrough. I'm thinking New Londo today. Let's go to New Londo. I purposely held off on doing New Londo because I knew that it is a pain in the ass with the ghosts. I remember they go through walls. They're really fucking annoying. Okay. So we'll see. Let's see how it goes today. New Londo is today. We'll see how long it takes for me to get through it. If I do complete New Londo today, well, then maybe I'll do things like go take on Gwendolyn. Maybe I will go back and take on Priscilla from the Painted World because I didn't kill her. The optional stuff. Okay? Now, outside of that, there's only 2 things left. There is the DLC, which people have told me could take anywhere from 3 to 6 hours to complete, depending on, obviously, your skill level, if you do everything, etc. So, I am interested in doing the DLC. I'm doing it. I'm definitely doing it this week. I don't know if we're going to get to it today. We'll see. Okay, we'll see how it goes. But it might actually start today. Then once the DLC is done, then it's just the end game. It's the conclusion. The conclusion is basically the final area of the game, which, if I remember correctly, was incredibly difficult to the point where the first time I played this game, I didn't even want to legitimately beat it. I just rushed the hell through it to get to the final boss. Okay? So I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes today. Okay? It could go really well, or it could go terrible. It all depends on, a lot of factors. So, we'll see. And that's the plan. And then once Dark Souls is wrapped up later this week, I'll probably resume with Zelda, for how many sessions I have remaining between now and the Twitch and Chill Marathon, which is going to take place on Sunday. And then Monday, I'll probably do another session of Zelda. And then Monday night, it is time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the midnight release of Resident Evil 7. Now, Resident Evil 7. Some people have been asking me, how am I going to cover this? Am I going to be doing a standard playthrough? Am I going to be doing a VR playthrough? And the answer I really have for you is I'm not sure. I honestly don't know if doing it in VR would add enough for me to do it in VR. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it would be funny to see me wearing the VR headset or whatever. But would it significantly add enough to the playthrough that people would want to see me do a full playthrough of Resident Evil 7 in VR? I don't know. There's also the factor that VR, I can only wear that headset for about 20 to 30 minutes at a time. Okay? And then it bothers my face. It bothers my head. I get I get sweat and discomfort, and I have to take a few minutes break. So do you really want to see me do a playthrough of a game that you know is going to be a long, full-length retail game, wearing the freaking VR headset the entire time? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I'm thinking about it. Also, I have to think about how the hell I'm going to capture the game. And the reason I say that is because I do not have the capability to capture at 60 frames per second at 1080p resolution, but stream on Twitch. I can't do both. So I'd either have to capture at a lower frame rate, which means you'd be getting less graphical quality in the videos you watch on YouTube when it comes to frame rate, or I'd have to capture only at 720p, but I could do 60 frames per second. So again, now you get less resolution, but you get more frame rate on YouTube. So I'm not sure. I don't know what to do. I'm facing a dilemma no matter what. So I'm honestly not sure what to do. I'm curious to hear people's feedback on the subject, okay? So please let me know. All right. Definitely, no matter what, I am going to use facecam during that playthrough. Some people are saying that. I am going to use facecam. I think so. All right. Outside of that, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is the premiere of my Game of the Year Awards countdown over on KO Gaming. Okay. So I hope that you'll head over to KO Gaming later tonight to check it out. I think it's 4 games per part. It's going to be a 4-part series, okay? So I think that's going to be great. I hope if you haven't already subscribed to KO Gaming that you will, all right? It's definitely worth your time with all the year-end series and everything going on. I know many people have been waiting for my Game of the Year award, so that starts tonight, all right? Outside of that, I really don't have much else to talk about. And I don't want to talk too long because of my voice, obviously. So just very quickly, a few plugs, because I haven't really done a plugs segment in a while because of my health. Number 1, Loot Crate. Shortly, I should be receiving my next Marvel Gear and Goods Loot Crate. It's supposed to come by the end of this month. I am going to unbox that on my King of Hate Vlogs vlogging channel. Okay. So I hope you'll check that out. But if you're interested in getting a discount on a Loot Crate subscription, if you go to lootcrate.com/darksidephil, that's my referral link. And then if you use the discount code SAVEME10DSP, you can save 10% on any new Loot Crate subscription. Pretty cool. You can follow me on Twitter at TheyCallMeDSP for nightly schedule updates and all kinds of fun stuff that I share with you there. Don't worry, I don't shitpost like a lot of other people. My Twitter is a more serious business, although I do share my personal thoughts and stuff on things from time to time. KO Gaming, I've already mentioned. YouTube.com/KO Gaming 1, the place to go for my edited style content and videos, including reviews, countdowns, year-end series, and more. I certainly hope that you'll subscribe to that if you're a fan of my ongoing stuff, gameplay-wise, because it's basically the more abridged version. And I have made the decision I will be doing a Best of Dark Souls, the Redemption Run montage series for KO Gaming once I finish up with the year-end series. So as soon as next week, I may actually begin work on that, okay? Pretty cool. And then, of course, I already mentioned my vlogging channel. You know about that. Patreon, patreon.com/darksidephil. Your pledges to my Patreon every month, very matter-of-factly, allow me to do this as a job. If I didn't have Patreon support, I wouldn't have been able to do this for the past 2 years. So I want to say thank you to those who are patrons. And as you can see now on the screen, January's Patreon goal, if we hit it, is there will be the return of the Patron's Choice playthrough, where you will be able to nominate and vote on a game that I'm going to be doing a full playthrough of over the course of early 2017, okay? So, pledge $5 or more, you can get in on that goal. But if you pledge any amount of money, okay, it contributes. You know, as little as $1 a month helps me out. It adds up significantly, and it allows me to pay my bills. It allows me to do this as a job. I'm incredibly appreciative of those who are patrons already. And if you're watching, if you've really been enjoying this Dark Souls series, you appreciate that I've been toughing through this illness to bring this to you every day, please consider pledging, all right? And then last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, my girlfriend Leanna has her own business called The Black Current, where she sells handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts, okay? Great quality stuff. And I don't want you to just take my word for it. Go to the website at, etsy.com/shop/The Black Current. You'll see tons of positive customer feedback, a wide variety of scents, a wide variety of, different kinds of products in the kind of fruit scents, floral scents, just nice fragrances. Some of my personal favorites are things like Bonsai or Kentish Rain.
Which will be added back to the shop very soon. They are made. They just need to be photographed. I did change the design. But they will be up within about a week for purchasing again.
Right, so keep your eyes peeled. But there's lots of other great stuff, too. She had some winter-themed stuff that she added a couple months ago. It was very popular throughout the holidays. And, wax tarts as well. They're great. Wax tarts, you burn them, and they make your house smell great. So, all right, check it out. Etsy.com/shop/The Black Current. All right. That's it, folks. I'm going to wrap up here and, get a drink and blow my nose and do everything I need to do, and then we'll get started. Sound good? All right. Let's do this.